Hello and welcome. We are character creating today. We have the two wonderful beings beside me. We have Asa. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, darlings. I'm Asa Hearts. I'm a villainous witch. I live in the woods. Thowie, thank you for having me.
And Nurse Geeks.
Hello.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
I mean, I don't know. Do you want to finish what you were saying?
That is what I was finishing.
Hi, I'm Nurse Keeks. I am a back alley nurse who rolls dice with questionable work ethics.
Yeah. And we're making our characters for Call of Cthulhu today. Are you guys? I was gonna say, you guys excited? I sound like a TV presenter. But yeah. Do you have the character creation? Requires 3 sets of 6-sided dice. Are you guys rolling IRL or are you rolling in Fantasy Grounds?
Would it not be better to do it in Fantasy Grounds so you can see, or can you not see our rolls?
I'd be able to see your rolls, yeah. It's whatever's easiest for you guys.
Well, wait, hang on. Is this a podcast or?
No, I mean,
well, then we'll do it on a screen so you can use the video.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that then.
No, that's fine. If 3 sets of 6 dice means, yeah, definitely online. I will not be able to do math that quick.
No, I wanted to do it like if 5 out of 6, if 6 of 5.
But if 7 of us, and then it's 5 if it's 2 of us, but then if we split the bill, and then it's 30% when it comes to the waiter. I mean, we could tip, but like, I mean, do you have cash?
Remember, this is all based in America, so you have to put the tip on as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. With the extra like 20% as standard.
Listen, sometimes the tip is enough.
Just a tip. Right.
So that's going in the recording, right? Like...
Yeah, you're not going to cut that bit out.
Don't cut that bit out. Yeah.
Keep that bit.
Well, you've mentioned it now, so I have to. Right.
Okay,
so there are, thankfully, only 5 steps for creating your character.
Oh.
So there's 6 of 5 steps.
So there's 3 steps, but in 5 parts.
Yes. Coincidentally, yes. The first part is like 8 steps. So
no.
it's about characteristics. So characteristics values are generated randomly by rolling 2 or more 6-sided dice, and then they're multiplied by 5 to give you your percentile. So
did you get that?
What?
Did you get that, Asa?
Absolutely not. I don't know what a percentile is.
So
actually, I know what, darling. I know everything because I'm amazing. But for the people that don't know what a percentile is, maybe you could tell them.
So Call of Cthulhu runs off a percentile dice system. You roll 2 10-sided dice. One has the tens, so 10, 20, 30, etc. And one just has 1 to 10. Or 1 to 0, actually.
Oh, those dice.
So that constitutes...
But you knew that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, of course I knew that. Of course I know there's 1 dice with big numbers and 1 dice with small numbers. Darling.
Fantasy Grounds thankfully handles the dice rolls for you, so you don't have to worry about that.
You mean the other players don't have to worry about that?
Yeah, sorry, yeah. So, I've lost my track of thought now. So generally in Call of Cthulhu, you're looking to roll under the value that you currently have in that number, in that score.
Okay. Question for chat.
Yeah.
Not under the table.
What?
Don't roll under the table.
Under the table, right?
No, for fuck's sake.
Don't roll under the table, no.
What were you thinking of? Hold up, Mr. Say So.
Would you be... I didn't know what you meant.
Wow, this is a recording. It's a family show. What are you doing? My
God, just because I work in a back alley doesn't mean I roll under the table.
Wow.
So, anyway, for fuck's sake.
I can't wait to see how much of this is actually cut out of the whole recording.
All of it. This is just...
Oh, no. Okay, we'll start over.
Okay, I'm Asa Hearts. I'm a villainous. Oh, wait, hold up. No, that's your script.
Oh wait, no. So hold on. So this says here, I'm a saltwater dragon who does back alley what on her knees?
Oh,
No, the bit that's highlighted is the bit
Oh,
you keep out.
highlighted. Oh. Let's see
so
here. Then
actually
it just says...
we're on page 15 of the script.
Oh shit. Hold on. Give me a second here. Hold on. Now, I was told that this was the script. Let's see. I got it. Let's see here. This just says Keeks.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
just
one. Yeah.
Okay, I'm up to speed. Wonderful.
All right. So we'll start off by generating some of your statistics.
Mhm.
We'll start off with strength. Strength measures the muscle power of your investigator. Obviously, the higher it is, the more investigator can lift or tightly cling to something.
Come on, Skinny Steve.
The characteristic also determines the strength the investigator inflicts in hand-to-hand combat. If your strength is obviously reduced to 0, you're unable to like move or even get out of bed, kind of thing. So
Been there.
if you guys want to roll, 3d6 and multiply that by 5. If you right click on the 6-sided dice at the bottom, you can select 3.
9 by 5 is
45.
I was literally gonna get there. That's my favorite times table.
By 5. Hell
9.
yeah. Oh.
9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. And it literally, because one number goes higher, one number goes lower. I can't believe you took that from me.
I'm sorry. So.
You do math in an ADHD way. Instead of just doing the numbers. You go, oh, well, if it's this one and you take that away from something else, then it becomes something else. There's actually, this is like a real thing that people have started noticing.
Yeah, I've always done it like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So you're saying that it would be 10 times 5 or 10 divided by 5? I'm asking my bod math.
So it's 10 times 5.
10 times 5, that's 50.
Mm-hmm.
Crushed it, honestly.
Crushed it.
So
I'm
in your
so
character
good at
sheet, if you want to
math.
click the strength, STR, and just type in obviously the number and press enter.
Oh, sugar.
Just-
Hold on, I pressed the wrong button there.
She's
sorry.
fudging the
I'm
rules.
I'm not. I swear it. Okay,
Swear it, fam.
It's doing... Do you remember that I ran into this problem last time? This is a technical issue because Ace of Hearts is ancient and doesn't understand
Okay,
technology.
no, you're doing what I did earlier in the tester
Yeah.
run. So just click the box once and then type it in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nope.
it doesn't select like it doesn't look like it's. Did you select that as a character?
Who, me?
No.
No,
Hold on.
Asa.
No, I didn't. Hold on. Strength 50. I did it.
And then press enter.
I'm incredible.
There we are. So it also
Perfect.
thankfully fills out your hard success and your extreme success. So a hard success is half of your roll or half of your value, and an extreme is a fifth of that value. I can see that message, Keeks.
which means everyone else can see it as well.
I'm not a DM. I'm a keeper of arcane lore.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm actually Mr. Streamer. I'm the DM law keeper. Aww.
God damn it.
You're DM.
Right.
You're the chicken law.
So we have Constitution. Constitution represents health, vigor, and vitality.
I got a bunch of that, baby. Let's go.
Poisons and diseases may also directly challenge an investigator's constitution. Obviously, those with higher constitution often have more hit points to better resist injury and attack. Serious physical
less
injury.
Steve, more Bucky.
This sounds like all me, to be fair.
If your constitution reaches 0, your character dies.
Okay, so that was me after that curry I had. Yeah, I get it.
You really took a constitution hit.
I took a constitutional hit. Yeah.
So again,
a constitutional shit.
Oh. So this is 3d6 times 5 again.
Okay, let me do mine this time.
Okay. I just like multiplying stuff, you know?
Me too, though. Don't take that from me. Oh, let me figure this out. Is it 50?
No. It typically will be around the 50-ish mark plus. anyway, so unless you roll like
Okay.
all ones.
Just don't do my maths for me, bro. Let me do my own.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, I
Um,
wouldn't mind a check. So I believe mine is 12 times 5, so I've put in 60.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically a good way to think of that is your usual 50 and then just 5, 2 and add that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Five twos is always 10, so 60.
I see. You see, the way that I do it is because it's the 5 times table, halve the number and then add a 0. So like if it's an odd number, it's going to be 0.5, and then you move it, right?
Join in next weekend for Keeks and Asa do maths.
So,
Not maths.
2 smooth brains, 1 math puzzle.
we are gonna, before we carry on, the rule book does say, it does talk about like characteristics that interdict each other. So, for example, education and intelligence may.
Sorry, genuine question, I promise.
Yeah.
Was that I'm really bad with genuinely figuring out was that contradict you said?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry, because it sounded like my brain heard intradict and I didn't know what that meant, so I was going to ask, but it was contradict.
So obviously, like certain stuff like intelligence, education are sort of like hand in hand with each other. You can have someone that's really intelligent, but have a low education. Obviously, that can be something to your character. Someone could have a really high education but low intelligence, and they could be like a scholar who is, you know, very determined that the work that they do is right, but it might not be. I think the word's pedantic. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know,
Who
or
you call him pedantic?
or like, you know, a high intelligence but low education. It could be like a farmer's lad or lass. You know, someone
So
that
it
hasn't.
doesn't- Sorry.
Say again.
So it doesn't. So you're saying that a high intelligence but a low education doesn't automatically equal like street smarts, for example. As in, we're talking about measuring a fish's ability to climb a tree, right?
Yeah.
Not everyone can do the same thing, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are stupid.
Yeah.
Cool.
Basically, yeah. So don't feel bad if you get a low intelligence and a high education roll, or vice versa. You know, or
I think I got that in real life, to be honest with you.
So we now have size. So, moving on, we have size.
Now we know that size matters. Size must matter,
Size
surely.
does matter because it also it's a contribution to your health, your hit points.
Okay. So, Lawkeeper, how big is too big?
About yay wide, yay long.
Oh,
Yay high.
Point at me. Don't point at me.
I'm not pointing at you. Oi. I'll bonk you.
Oh no.
Size averages both height and weight into a simple number. Stuff like seeing over a wall, squeezing through a small opening, or see who might be sticking out of the grass. We use size. Size helps determine hit points and damage bonus and build. One might decrease size to indicate the loss of a limb, though lowering dex is more often the solution. If all size points are lost, the investigator just disappears.
Oh.
It basically, like, they've ceased to exist.
Huh.
Makes sense.
Okay.
So
in
we're
the-
using Ant-Man logic.
Yeah,
Yep.
in the cosmic horrors of the world, there will be something that probably reduces your size.
Okay. So
Or
we'll just put quantum in front of everything. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
So this is 2d6, and then you add 6.
Oh.
And
You changed the math.
and times by 5.
And times by 5. Gotcha.
Okay, so 2d6.
That's
Add 6, so 7 plus 6, 11, 13?
Mhm.
13.
Oh, you
Okay.
both get it.
So then 13 times 5, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, 13 times 5, 65.
So you both are a little over normal height, I think.
We're tall?
We could be twins. We got
Oh
the
my
same
god! Oh my
height.
god! We could be twins.
Sorry,
I
go on.
mean, how lovely.
So 65 actually is the average human size.
Oh.
Um,
Oh no!
so moderate height and weight. Okay. We now have dexterity. So
Sure.
investigators with higher dexterity scores are quicker, nimbler, and more physically flexible. A dex roll may also be made to grab a support to keep you from falling, or to move faster than an opponent, or in some cases a delicate task. An investigator with 0 dex is uncoordinated and unable to help and perform physical tasks. It's also used in combat, so the higher the person with the highest dexterity moves first. Unless you have a gun, if you're using a gun on your turn, in which case we'll get to that when it happens.
Wait, hang on. Are you basically saying unless you hold someone at gunpoint, you go first?
Yes, unless you're holding a gun. When you're holding a gun in Call of Cthulhu, you get a plus 50 to your dexterity.
So you're literally saying, hey, I've got a gun, I'm moving first, or you are going to die.
Kind of, yes.
Violence, I understand. Continue.
Would it not technically be more along the lines of you can't outrun a speeding bullet?
I think that's probably the case.
Fires a gun, yeah. You basically
what do you
shot.
mean that's more the case?
I mean,
Listen,
I don't know about you.
The downside.
If someone said to me, I've got a gun, let me go out first, I'd be like, well, all right then, you do have a gun.
The downside is that if you do use your gun, you are locked into using your gun. You can't swap it.
I can't switch to blade real fast.
No.
Damn.
It stops the whole idea of, oh, I'm going to use my gun, but actually, no, I'm not, just because I get to move first.
So you're saying that I can't teleport behind you, say nothing personal, kid, and then just win?
And you're saying that I can't run really fast and then say, I bet you didn't see that coming.
So you're saying that if my wife-to-be dies, I can't go back in time by just running around the Earth really fast in reverse?
No, unfortunately not Flash. The Flash Force does not exist at this point in time.
That's the Superman!
Is it?
You? God, I don't even like DC and I know that.
What do you mean? I don't...
Damn!
All right.
This boy don't know DC.
Flash ain't married. Have you met him?
He's a family. There's a Flash family.
Yeah, no, he actually does have a family. That's
yeah,
crazy.
but not straight off the bat.
Oh, okay.
No. But that's why I said wife-to-be, because I'm pretty sure he wasn't married to Lois Lane at that point.
No. God, not with his awkward sense of personality.
So this is 3d6 times 5.
Okay, I got this.
Oh yeah, we're playing a game.
Oh, that's 4. Oh, ignore that roll.
Oh.
No, I'm cheesing the dice.
So for dexterity, 3d6.
47.
Oh.
Let's see.
Wait, 47.
That's 45?
Yes. How do you get 47, Keeks?
What was it? 5 times 9?
It was 3d6 times 5. So you rolled a 14 times...
So 54 then. No. 9, 18, 27, 36,
half it
40...
7. And then 70.
Your way of maths times 5's confuses me. Confuses me.
Sorry.
So,
I'm sorry.
say that again to me.
So it's
5 times 9.
5... No, Asa rolled a 9. You rolled a 14.
I got 9, you got 14.
Right, that's what I was doing the maths for. I thought the top one was mine.
Oh. It's because we don't have any profile pictures yet. But we'll flesh out the characters
70?
once. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll flesh out the actual characters themselves once we have the characteristics, because I feel like that's better.
So we're just to clarify, right? All of these numbers that you can see, so like everything from 10, 12, 7, 7, 9, 14, okay? Each of those numbers, if you halve it and basically then add a 0, that's what you've got. So 10 in half is 5, 50. 12 in half is 6, 60. 7 in half is 4.5, 45. Right?
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's 3.5.
35. All right. I was out by 10. Oh yeah, 9 is 9 is 45, 7 is 35, right?
It's like when I used to do the banking up in work, I would count how many notes were there and add a zero on the end.
Yes, that is
Just
exactly
faster than
it.
going 10, 20, 30. You'd just be like,
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 140. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 120s. Easy. So easy. Anyway.
I will also say, dexterity also influences your dodge.
Oh.
So your dodge is half of your dexterity.
Oh, wait. So, I'm so sorry. So I got 45 dex.
Yes.
47.
No, 45. You can't have 7 in a 5 times table.
So your dodge is 22, rounded down.
Ah.
Wait, I'm so confused. So it's 9 times 5.
Yes.
Yeah, 9 times 5, 45.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my brain.
The 5 times table is a 0 or a 5, so any other number is automatically wrong. Like, it just has to be. Like...
Should we move on?
It's now what I'm getting confused with is this we're all the same colour.
Okay.
In the
I'll
chat,
change
so
my...
it really
Do you
fucking
want to change
baffles me now.
your
How do I
token?
change it? Let's change our tokens.
If you
How
click
do we
on
do
the
this?
button,
Yeah.
the box in the top left, sorry, of your character sheet, you should have like a thing that pops up to say token.
Ah, token flat, token camera. Okay. Let's do sci-fi. No? Okay, it won't let me do that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I'll be big green. There we go.
Cthulhu.
Lovely. That's me. There you go. I can change it. I don't want to
Did you
confuse
change your
people.
icon?
Okay, so do you have your character sheet where we've been putting the numbers in?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then the
Ah.
grey little portrait picture. And then apparently there's one for your camera as well. Like,
Yeah, so there's you can Fantasy Grounds has recently added the option to do 3D maps.
right.
I haven't tinkered around with it yet, so don't quote me on it.
Oh my god, fancy port. I thought I said fancy something else.
Oh,
my
no.
god, Kate.
Oh my goodness. I
I'm
can't
sorry,
go with
I'm being tested for reading ability.
How about I'm a nice bird? There you go. Now you can see it's me. Oh look, there you are.
Yo, cultist
Hey, that's
Keeks.
sick. It looks like I'm your bird pet.
Come, Crow, we must fight an octopus.
Ah!
Good.
So we have.
Can I be the sexy man in Maleficent where he comes out the crow and he's like, oh.
Yes, people will misunderstand, and then you come out and you're just this 6-foot, dark, handsome man.
Yeah,
just like,
yeah. I'm like, I was the crow the whole time. Oh.
People like,
I'm very sorry. We're eating into your recording time.
No, you're fine. We have appearance.
You've got two of the Chaos Trinity here, so.
That is true. So appearance measures
Application?
both physical
okay.
attractiveness and personality.
Oh, this
If I
is where I roll low.
A person
If I get all ones, does that mean I'm hideous?
I don't think we're gonna. I'm not gonna allow 15 as a base characteristic, unless
But
you
why
want to.
not? I could be a humpback and say, hey,
You could
I
if you
could have
want
been born
to.
with 4 eyes
What
and
if I
3
wished-
arms.
If you're happy
Exactly.
rolling 15 on this,
I'm not.
Listen,
but-
I want to relate fully and practically to this character, so therefore I want to relay my appearance upon it.
I will.
So 100 actually.
Oh, you charmer.
Oh, stop
I
it,
will
you flirt.
say appearance does play a fact in interacting with non-playable NPCs.
Well, isn't that just fact?
So
Get out of here, you hunchback troll.
Yes, my master.
So, appearance may be useful in social encounters or when trying to make a good impression. So this is 3d6 times 5.
I swear to God, give me 100. Swear to God. Oh,
50.
That's
That's
good.
not so bad. That's an
good.
average looking 9. Okay. So, 45 again.
Yes.
I'm less than attractive. Okay, fine.
Well,
Why not?
I mean, did you roll as the crow or as the person?
Oh, I totally wink rolled as the crow. If I get a better roll now, I'm gonna cry.
We
Such a handsome crow. Please give me 15 on this. This would be too funny.
no.
Oh my god!
Well, I'll take the first roll. I'm not that mean of a keeper yet.
God. Just for reference, for anyone that's not actually seeing what we're seeing, I just rolled 20.
I didn't see a 20.
Yeah, 4 times 5 is 20.
Oh, 20. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm dumb. So we now have intelligence, which represents how well investigators learn, remember, analyze information, and solve complex puzzles. An investigator with 0 intelligence is a babbling, drooling idiot. Intelligence determines the number of personal interest skill points, which we'll get onto after this, allotted to a new investigator. Intelligence also acts as the value for both idea rolls and intelligent rolls. If the amount of intelligence seems to contradict another characteristic, that's another great chance for role-playing and further defining your investigator. Like I said earlier with the investigator and education, intelligence and education thing. So this is 2d6 plus 6.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
7 plus 6, 13? 13, and that's intelligence.
14.
Yes.
Oh, we really are twins.
I love all the 2d6 plus 6s ones. You've got like almost similar rolls.
Me and my crow twin are the same.
AC, you've just put 13 in.
Yeah, is that not?
It's 2d6 plus 6 times 5, yes.
Oh,
well,
I didn't hear the time. Sorry, I didn't hear the But they're like, we're both very smart.
Yes, me and my super smart crow twin over here. We have a shocking, whopping combination of 20, 24, 17, no, 27.
Oh, wow. Yes, we're sharing the brain cell on this, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so 13
Oh my god, I accidentally rolled a die and look what it got.
Hey.
So sorry, 13 times 5, I believe, is... Give me a second here, I know I can do it. Is... 10. I don't know.
just take 5 off mine.
It's 65.
65.
Yeah, if mine's...
Oh, I just gave myself 600. But I've got the biggest wrinkly brain.
I'd say at this point, you'd have an intelligence to rival Yog-Sothoth, the Cthulhu god of knowledge.
Oh, didn't you hear? We're going to play chess next week.
Did you not realise that the crow was actually the elder brain all along?
Oh my lord.
Elder brain! Can we lick the elder brain? That's what I want to know.
Oh.
I wonder what it tastes. Do you reckon it tastes like raspberry?
Yeah, because it's red, so it's got the red sauce on it. Yeah.
So we now have power, also known as willpower.
Power.
Power indicates the force of will. The higher the the higher the aptitude for and resistance to magic. An investigator with 0 power is zombie-like and without purpose, in quotation marks.
Oh my god, it's
as well as being
Me
unable
every
to use
morning.
magic. True. Me.
Wait, so if this is high,
I'm
I can use
joking.
magic?
True.
I was about to say true for me.
I was going to say you like shy.
Unless stated otherwise, power that is lost during the game is lost permanently.
Oh.
So what are you
So
going to say?
if it's high enough, does that mean I can cast spells?
Indeed.
So
Sanity
If it's
points.
low enough, can I cast spells, but they're just tragic?
No. You'll still be able to cast spells. You won't have access to as many magic points.
Go jelly beans!
So sanity begins the game equal to the character's POW. The game will automatically do it for the character will automatically do it for you. It also indicates the number of magic points, which, unlike power, can be spent and regenerated during play. Magic points are equal to 1/5 of your power. So yeah, it's 3d6 times 5.
So I'm going to do 10d6 so that I get really high power.
Oh,
Oh, that's such a shame.
I feel bad for Keeks having 25 power. I'll tell you what, Keeks, you can re-roll that one.
I mean, I don't mind sticking with it as right.
I think 25, because 25 max sanity. If you lose 5 of it, you are temporarily insane. So
is what about so is 35 better? It seems worse.
that, again, it is also really bad. Fuck it, I'm gonna say you can re-roll that one as well.
I just wanted to cast spells. I didn't care about sanity.
Listen, I'd say that's fairly accurate to us in real life, is it not?
Oh, but that's a beautiful roll. Oh, see, look at that.
50.
Yeah, which gives me 60.
7. Yeah, 60. There's been too many dice. Too many dice.
Too many dice. Too many dice.
Okay, so.
So it's also filled out your magic points and your sanity. You probably have to change them, Asa.
My sanity. Where can I find that?
So your sanity is in the box below where it says hit point, sanity, magic, and luck.
Hit point. Sanity. Okay,
so you have to
and
change
what is
the
my
current one to 60.
current sanity?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Oh.
I don't know what I did. I apologize.
You just rolled the
Current
dice.
one to 60. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. And then the magic points from 7 to 12.
Magic. Oh, let's go. Oh,
So
I'm
your
gonna
max,
cast
basically.
so many spells.
So different spells have different costs. It's not just magic points. Sometimes it can be sanity as well, or the loss of power, strength, etc., etc. Depending
Wait,
on
did we
what
not do endurance?
so we haven't done education just yet. It's just the way the character sheet's made.
I thought it was an education. I thought it said endurance.
So education is a measure of the formal and factual knowledge possessed by the investigator, as well as indicating the time the investigator has spent in full-time education. Education measures retained information, not the intellectual application of the information. An investigator without education would be like a newborn baby, someone that is very curious and credulous. I don't know what that word means.
Credulous.
Credulous, that means.
Credulous, yeah.
So if you have education of 60, it suggests the investigator is a high school graduate, where up to 80, where someone would be a master's degree.
Ooh. Okay.
Note that sometimes a person with high education may not have been schooled in the traditional sense, but rather be self-taught and possess a highly studious and observant nature.
Ooh.
So this is 2d6 plus 6.
2d6. And then times 5, right?
Yes.
Cool.
2d6 plus 6 times 5.
Plus 6. 11. And then times 55. Ooh. That could be worse.
When I was doing this the other week with other family members when I was testing it, someone rolled all 6s, so they had an education score of 90.
Oh, amazing.
Well, they rolled 2 6s plus 6 times 5, which is 90. Education is a factor in determining how many occupational skill points an investigator begins with, and represents the investigator's starting percentage for the own language skill. I think the system, might automatically do that for you. I don't know. We can edit that while we're doing it. Right. So look, when creating an investigator, roll 3d6 and times 5 for your look score.
3d6 would be 16. Wow. And was that a times as well? Sorry.
Yes, times by 5.
Ooh, very nice.
And then next to your magic points is where the luck is.
80. Wow.
It's a high amount of luck.
Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna need it.
So, with when it comes to rolls, you have two options. If you fail a roll, you can attempt to push it by explaining how you're pushing it, but there'll be an automatic consequence if you fail, or you can spend luck. But I may also call for a luck roll further in, which rolls against your own current luck as well. So, if you don't feel like you need to spend the luck, don't spend the luck, kind of thing. Next, we have age. There are some upsides and downsides to age. If do you guys have an idea?
At the moment, no.
Okay. Oh, I can't. Blah, 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 blah. Let me get it up. Okay. I will send it to you in the group chat, but I'll also I'll go through them. So age has its actual differences in the game. So the older your investigator, the higher the chance that they are more educational.
Educated.
That's the word. You know what I meant.
I guess so.
So you're 15 to 19 years old. You deduct 5 points among strength and size. Deduct 5 points from education. But you roll twice to generate a new luck score and use the higher value. If you are the ages of 20 to 39, you can make an improvement check for your education. That's the only thing for that one. For 40 to 49, you make 2 improvement checks for education and deduct 5 points among strength, constitution, and dexterity, and reduce your appearance by 5. For 50 to 59, you make 3 improvement checks.
It says strength, constitution, or dexterity, and reduce.
Yes. Did I say that wrong?
You said strength, constitution, and dexterity.
Oh, sorry. So 50 to 59, you make 3 improvement checks for education and deduct 10 points among strength, constitution, or dexterity, and reduce appearance by 10. 60 to 69, nice, is make 4 improvement checks and deduct 20 points among strength and con or dex, and reduce appearance by 15. 70 to 79, you make 4 improvement checks and deduct 40 amongst strength, con, and dexterity, and reduce appearance by 20. 80 to 89, you make 4 improvement checks, deduct 80 amongst strength, constitution, or dexterity, and reduce appearance by 25. Basically, an education improvement check is you roll a percentile dice. If you roll above your education, you can add 1d10 to your education characteristic.
Okay.
When I've created both my previous characters, I've always gone for that 20 to 29 age. Because obviously anything under, you take a bit of a hit on stats. If you go over, let's say if you rolled a really bad education roll, I would probably go for a higher age just to kind of get that education up. Because that gives you more skill points for the next stat or the next step.
Right. Okay. Now, for the giggle, for the meme, I did roll a D100 and I got 88. So, just how bad is playing a near centennial?
So you get to make 4 improvement checks for your education, but you have to deduct 80 points amongst strength, constitution, or dexterity.
Oh my goodness me.
And your appearance gets reduced by 25.
That's ageist. I could be a very beautiful 80-year-old. You don't know. Oh no. Oh no. So essentially, by being both 88 years old and 83 years old, what's actually happening here is not the Lightless Beacon or Blades in the Dark or the Call of Cthulhu. It's just two old people having a dementia day, and they've gotten out of the home.
Well,
They truly believe that they are having a nightmare.
Ethel and Esther, please.
There is actually a tabletop role-playing game called Brindlewood Bay, which is based around old grannies solving murders.
Can we please do that one?
It is essentially kind of like Midsummer Murders.
I would like to do that one.
Okay, we'll table that one, okay?
Yeah.
We will be Heather and
Hester.
Hester. You can be Esther if you want.
No, Hester, and then we can get Belzy in and he can be Hethel.
Oh my god, Hethel. No, what about Hagatha?
No, we'll get some else in for Hagatha.
Okay. Do you think Luna would like to be Hagatha?
And we can be the four H's, instead of the three Stooges of the four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. It's the four H's of the
four H's of the retirement home. Jeez Louise, that would be funny. Okay, so maybe we're not 80 years old.
No, I wouldn't recommend it.
Let's try again. Maybe we'll get a low roll. 64.
You don't have to do a D100 if you don't want to.
I'm just looking for inspiration, yo. Oh, 49. Oh, hello, MILF. MILF. All right, so that would mean that Keeks would get 2 improvement checks and only deduct 5 points amongst the
Strength,
skills.
con, or dex, and her appearance gets reduced by 5 as well.
Okay. And it's 64 years old. The new 40 in today's standards.
The new 40 in 1920s.
The new 40 in 1920. Oh my goodness, I'd be ancient. I'd be a wise woman. I'd be using bones and runes instead of like the.
Let me tell your future, dear.
Yeah. I'm like juggling sticks on the sidewalk to try and tell people their future.
What's that film? Stardust or whatever.
I love that
and
movie.
she's like throwing
throwing
the bones in the air.
Yeah, she throws the bones, and she also goes into like the animal guts as well. It's very cool, but a little bit, for my liking, a little bit too close to appropriating voodoo. So it's fun, but it's not appreciated.
Careful what line you've got to.
Yeah. Voodoo is a closed practice, so it's one of those. But definitely throw some bones.
10 years of practice before you become a licensed, on the document approved voodoo master.
Ooh, amazing.
Yeah, 10 years of worship is what it takes to prove you are ready to not only help teach, but practice voodoo correctly.
Yeah. We've got, so, as a wonderful 64-year-old in the 20s, 4 improvement
reverse them numbers, love. Become 46, now be 94.
94. My goodness. 4 improvement checks deduct 20 points amongst strength, con, or dex. Okay, so strength, constitution, or dexterity. Can my constitution afford it? I don't think so. However, at the prime age of 64, I could sacrifice a bit of strength. I could do that.
Skinny save.
So it can be like, so the 20 can be amongst those 3. It doesn't have to be from just one statistic.
Oh, well, in that case, I could probably take a hit on strength and maybe a little bit on con. I really can't afford to take any on dex. My problem with building any character is that you'll notice that my biggest stat is usually always dexterity. I am so let's do a barrel roll. But
so I will say there are 2 other things that are correlating to strength, dex, and con and size. Damage bonus and build. So your build influences how much damage you do in combat.
Okay.
In melee combat, sorry. That is strength and size, and then it compares against the chart.
Okay.
So right now you have 100 and 111. No, my brain.
Oops.
You have 115, which is
Okay.
it is smack bang in the middle of the 85 to 124, which is the none damage bonus. Geeks is currently at 110 again, which is smack bang in the middle. You also then have hit points, which is your constitution and size added together divided by 10.
Okay.
So
I think I can
reducing
see the shape of this.
reducing strength or size, reducing strength or con or dexterity influences those as well.
Okay. I think I'm going to bite the bullet on this. I think I'm going to be 64 years old.
Okay, that's fine.
I truly, even if I fail, I'll say it now and I'll say it for your recording. Even if I fail, even if this character dies, that'll be a good bit of fun.
So in personnel, you can input your age.
Personal, here it is. And age. I'm 64, darling.
And if you want to make changes to your character's statistics,
So my appearance is going to take by 15, so I'm going to be slightly ugly, but that's okay. I hit the menopause a little rough. You know, it's all good.
so I will say, like, if someone had a combined strength and size of say 130, they would have a build of 1, so they'd be more stockier than the average person, and they'd be able to do 1d4 more damage in combat. If they were, let's say, 80, they'd have a -1 build, so they'd be a lot smaller than the average human, and they do 1 less damage in combat.
Right.
I would like to be 30.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So that is just an improvement check for education, Keeks. So roll a percentile dice. If you roll over 60, you get to add 1d10 to your education.
Which one is the percentile?
So it's just the one on the very end of the little dice pool.
The
at bottom
100.
left. Yes.
Okay.
Now, mine says 4 improvement checks, so will I do this 4 times?
Yes, but you'll do it 4 times
Perfect.
on every instance. So if Keeks, if you want to add 1d10, so if you roll a d10 and then add that number to your education.
Fourth one in?
Third one in. Perfect. A straight 10. So your education
So
is now
70.
yes.
Wow.
And so AC, you do the same, but you'll do it 4 times.
Okay, so we'll take this and we'll go once. 37.
Which fails.
Okay. Twice.
Fails
I
again.
can't actually see that. Hold on. 44.
44.
3.
There we
7,
are.
1.
So if you
Okay,
add a
so what does-
d10,
Add 1d10. Okay. 1d10. And I do that now?
Yep.
Oh!
Oh! So it'd be now 64, I think?
So 9, 64. Okay. And then I got one more.
Yes.
Okay, let's see if we can improve. 80.
Oh, nice.
Okay, is that another d10?
Yes.
Okay. Oh! 8! These dice love me.
I can't do maths on 64.
What, are you adding the 8 to 64?
Yes.
72.
22. Okay, there we are.
72. And where is my 72 going? I'm sorry?
So in your education, yeah, just want to modify that number.
72. Oh, I'm so smart. I got a big brain. I know everything.
Have you made the changes to your strength?
I actually haven't yet.
Okay.
I was about to decide how I want to split that up.
Okay.
I'm just doing a little rough thing on paper so that I can kind of figure out what my numbers are going to look like. So at the minute, my numbers are 50, 60, and dexterity is only 45. I have to minus, let me just check that sheet there, 20 points among the 3.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to mess with my dexterity anymore, because it's bad. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take 5 off of strength to 45, and then the rest off of constitution, 15 would take me to 45. Is that too many? Is it 50? It's not 55.
And then down to
Right?
45 your constitution. Yeah, that'd be 20.
Yeah. 45. I am comfortable with that.
Yeah?
And I just will talk to everyone into loving me, and everything will be fine, and no one will fight me. It will be absolutely marvelous.
Fingers
So,
crossed.
45 across the board. Appearance is hideous, but I'm very smart. So I'm basically I'm kind of... Do you know the first Home Alone, when the kid's really scared of the old man, but it turns out he's really nice?
I think so.
Like, the whole time they're like, don't talk to the neighbor, don't talk to the neighbor. He's mean, and he's got like a grumpy face, and he's holding like a shovel or something in the beginning. And poor little McCulkin is like, oh, I'm so scared of the scary old man next door. And it turns out he's like the nicest guy.
I think so.
Okay.
It's been a while since it's been a while.
Ah, treat yourself this year. Give yourself a Christmas treat.
Oh,
What?
Home Alone is the worst Christmas movie.
Okay, what's the best Christmas movie?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Incorrect. That's the best Halloween movie.
Incorrect. It's Before Christmas is literally in the title.
I am missing a page.
The nightmare comes before Christmas.
He literally delivers presents on Christmas.
I think The Grinch is the best one, not the one with Benedict Cumberbatch in it.
Yeah, that one was okay, but the OG one is the best.
Mr. Carey. Or do you mean
Absolutely.
like the
They
actual
waited
Green Ham himself?
No. So they waited 5 years just to make sure Jim Carrey could play him.
Good. Because he did very well.
Oh yeah.
He always does though, because he likes doing silly, goofy things. He is the certified silly goose of people.
Oh yeah, it's like in the outtakes of Liar Liar.
Yeah.
Just do the scene, the guy just turns to him and goes, "Overactor!" he just loses it and starts laughing.
Yeah. He's incredible.
Okay. So, obviously we've done damage bonus. The game automatically does the damage bonus, thankfully, anyway. So, we've also done hit points. Movement rate is automatically done, I believe. Let me have a look.
Yes, I think so. Mine went down from 7 to 4. Shush. I don't have to move fast. I'm beautiful. Oh, wait, no, I'm not.
Right, now we go into occupation. So, I've sent I've pinned in the group chat the actual sample occupations. Does anyone actually have an idea of what job they want their person to have?
Wizard. Sorry, I'm messing.
There is a cultist role. If you wanted to do a cult.
Or you could perhaps be an entertainer of the night, dear.
Can I?
There is an entertainer occupation.
And it doesn't specify what type of entertainer. Nink,
Hey.
wudge. Wink, wink,
So-
nudge, nudge.
Also, so each occupation has a credit rating associated with it,
Oh god, my
And-
credit score.
and occupational skill points. So your occupation determines how many occupational skill points you have. That needs to be spent within the skills that are listed under your character or under that occupational job.
Okay. So, I'm just gonna have a little nosy here at this.
If you guys have a different one that you want to do though, if you have a occupation that you may be thinking in your head that is different from any of the ones that are listed, we can work something out.
I thought that one said dietarian.
You want to be a dietitian?
I believe I googled that. A dilettante is someone who has a hobby. It's like a hobby person.
Dileante?
I think it's dileante.
Dileante, isn't it? Or well, is it up the aunt or up the auntie? So it's probably dileante, right?
Maybe. This is an American game, so
Firearms, languages. Huh. So their whole job is their hobby.
In a way, yes, if you think about it. Say if you were very passionate perhaps about crocheting and your hobby was to crochet things to sell.
Yes. Yeah, totally.
The other thing is as well, you any free other skills, for example, for the dilettante, so you can pick in the skills tab more skills that you want to put occupational skill points in.
I still love the idea of being a 1920s doctor of medicine, because all I have to do is prescribe you cocaine and, on occasion, cigarettes. That's the whole job. It's
just
like,
tap into everything your granddad taught you about medicine.
Oh my god, I mean, honestly, not that far off.
Make sure to ask the dead person if they're okay with you doing it.
Oh, stop, that's so funny. I don't know if that counts as a horror kind of Lovecraftian thing or not.
Who knows? We can come across that.
There's something about sleep deprivation that makes doctors ask stupid questions. My grandfather's stupid question was asking a no longer living person without a head if they could just hold still while he took an X-ray.
Oh no.
I'm sure if it had a mouth to respond, it would have. But yeah, pretty sticky story as well. I won't get into it, but it was pretty interesting.
I feel like I need to make a sanity check after.
Oh, calm down. You've played bloody Outlast Trials.
You played Outlast, yeah. I would say the stuff in Outlast is way less clinical than what my granddad did. It was... Okay.
I was making a Call of Cthulhu reference.
Well, we're not here for that, are we?
Yeah.
We're not?
We're not? Like, huh? What? Huh? Yes, a doctor of medicine, all they have to do, especially when you had asthma, was tell you to smoke menthols. It's incredible. Just an amazing.
That's where I've been going wrong.
I mean, it's actually scary shocking how recently the concept of washing one's hands before performing surgery is.
Or preparing someone else's food. Or your own food.
No. Oh. Still, if I was a 1920s doctor of medicine, I would absolutely go the 1800s route and be like, well, that cadaver's mine for experimentation now.
I'd be like, time to pay old Pavement Pete to dig up some corpses.
That's the one, Pavement Pete.
I would like to be a parapsychologist, please.
Oh,
I believe in occupations on the right-hand side, you should be able to find it. I don't know if dragging it onto your character will actually will change anything. I don't know.
I don't know where you're talking about.
Let me have a look. If I use you as a test subject, Keeks.
Oh,
what was it
please don't ask me if I can stay still.
What was it called again? Parapsychologist.
Parapsychologist.
Oh, it does work.
Amazing.
What, parapsychology? I've heard so.
So
I actually don't know what it is. So it's ghost psychologist, so dead people. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Ghost psychologist.
Don't judge my career choice. I can't teach children. I'll just start making sure the ghosts are okay psychologically.
You get a ghost that's like, actually, the family's haunting me. I just want to stay in the attic, and they keep throwing things at me. They keep using sage. It's really painful. I've got allergies.
You need to start setting boundaries with the family. Tell them this is your safe space, and they can't sage here.
Okay, I'll try.
So a parapsychologist studies some ostensible paranormal phenomena, including but not limited to Telepathy.
Telepathy, transfer of information, thought of feeling between individuals by means other than 5 classical senses.
That one. Okay, the old ESP doctors. I get you.
Sorry, Thari, reread that and just cut the bit where I said that out. I got tism excited.
No, you're fine. You're
Aw.
fine. You're fine.
Why don't you say it and then you can just be like, oh, this is what this is. I would like to be, you know?
Yeah, go for that.
We don't have to. We don't have to cut anything out. You don't have to worry. Right. Are you wanting to do what was the one? Doctors of Science and Medicine.
No, because I don't know anything about. I actually don't know anything about medicine.
You don't have to.
Oh, and I'm a full-blown parapsychologist.
You don't have to actually know anything about Doctors of Medicine or science.
I mean,
I would be able to give you the information that you roll for.
You lived with one for how many years? You're gonna be fine.
In fairness, okay,
It's
I've played Surgeon Simulator, and you've played shit, what's it called? Phasmophobia.
I've also played Vampire Therapist. So
Did you? Okay, yeah, okay. Well,
yeah, so good.
Okay, well, in that case, you can be the parapsychologist.
For example, like you can be a police officer but know nothing about police.
I know how to police.
But like I would.
I know how,
questions.
yeah, I know how to be a policeman.
No,
I just ignore all the rules and they don't apply to me, and I can do whatever I want. Like...
And to change the subject quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, cracking open a
You know, like for example, I would be able to feed you information that your character would know.
With the
From my brand new mini fridge.
And sorry, I know you're talking about the drink, but the idea of feeding information out of a fridge and just being like, here it is.
Here's some cold hard facts.
That was my first Pepsi from my mini fridge. Let me enjoy it. I've been drinking them room temperature for years.
I truly am. I'm looking. Nothing's jumping out at me. So I'll try and find something.
You could literally be old Steve and become a soldier.
I don't think I could be a soldier. I don't have the strength or the dex.
You could be old skinny Steve.
Okay, well,
a librarian.
See, I did see librarian, but can a librarian cast spells?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone
with all that information in a book, of course.
So you won't know any spells off by heart at the start.
Oh.
You'll find tomes of ancient mythos that can be translated and potentially may have the opportunity to either increase your Cthulhu mythos skill. It's the only skill that you can't physically upgrade at the very start.
I'll find a way.
Or you might find a spell in it.
Oh,
so the first one you should always learn is Wingardium Leviosa.
I thought it was Leviosa, not Leviosa.
So the world of Call of Cthulhu revolves around 1920s. It is
so
like,
I can't be a woman. Got it.
You can be a woman.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Oh my
yeah,
day.
no, I don't think we can.
No, for real.
For real, Wowie.
If you want to stay in the kitchen and burn the children, you can be a woman.
There is specifically something about this. The investigator can be male or female. No game rule distinguishes between male or female. Either sex have an advantage over the other. Players are encouraged to play either sex based upon their preferences rather than tactical considerations. Some published scenarios may consider the effect of the gender in specific societies and historical periods.
So I could use my womanly woes and my physical physique to woo another person.
I am fascinated. You said the year was 1920.
It is based around the 1920s, yes.
Okay. Because this says hacker, modern, computer. Now, I understand that we had radios, we did have a bunch of stuff that we could use that were computerized. However, it was analog tech.
Think more steampunk than...
Okay.
Well, hacker is more of the modern variants. There is a modern variant of Call of Cthulhu, which is based around the 1980s, 1990s, 2000s.
Oh yeah, where Cthulhu walks in and goes, "Yo, bro, you got them sick Cthulhu currency.
Yo, look at that drip.
Cthulhu crypto."
He literally goes live on TikTok and he's like, "What's up? It's your Eldritch Horror."
was like, whoa, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. I'll be here every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday for you.
So I think Hacker is the only one on there that is specific to the modern time.
You could hack the newspaper, perhaps. Sick, bro. Just hack that newspaper, bro. What I did is I cut words out of a newspaper and stuck it right on top.
The ones that have Lovecraftian next to them are specifically, I think, because H.P. Lovecraft wrote about them.
Oh yeah,
I see.
So they are typical Lovecraftian style jobs that you would find in a Lovecraftian horror.
I see.
So corpses amongst many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see then. Then I think, considering everything, and I'm just looking at my character sheet one last time, I think clearly we've hit the books. This character is not very active, not very athletic. So I think we're going to go for something a little less on the go.
Perhaps a private investigator. They're not always known for being physically active, but mentally active they are. That's why they're good at tracking people down.
I was thinking, maybe the librarian?
A dangerous pastime.
Or I like to read books.
It is whatever you want to be.
Well, I mean,
to be what you want to be.
You've got to live your life.
From one of these ones you'll see.
Please
So-
cut that out, Howie, I'm begging you.
No, I'm not cutting that
No! You'll get DCMA'd. No, you have to.
Oh, okay. I'll cut
start
it
singing Beatles, don't make me.
I can tell by the way you walk my way. You're one man, not time to put. Sorry.
Yeah.
How about?
So the occupation only affects the skills that you currently are listed underneath it. You don't have to. You also have a set of skills, skill points after that, which you can then spend on other tasks or other skills that you want.
Okay. I think then. Ooh. Dear. Okay, hear me out then. I want to try and be an engineer. Do I need to be particularly active for that?
No.
Not really, no. Have you seen
Perfect.
engineers?
Yeah, they're usually quite cute. I mean, not a software engineer, because
No,
like, they're
I'm not.
adorable.
I'm not saying like,
Ooh.
oh, have you seen engineers? As in like, oh, they all look like fucking. Oh, what's the guy from The Simpsons that sits at the bar?
Barney.
Barney from The Simpsons.
He's an engineer?
No, but what I'm saying is they're usually not very, they don't hit the protein and hit the gym. They've just got that cute soft boy fucking or girl or they, them, golden retriever look. And that's what I meant. I just need to specifically mention that because with the way my tone works, it always sounds like I'm taking a dig and I wasn't.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I get it, because like this is what it's like. Software engineers, total cuties. I see all of you. I see your stripy socks. Wear those stripy socks. I see them. With the engineers, yeah, I could get behind that.
But that could be an engineer of anything. Again.
Yeah,
it's
I mean, a
more
civil
flavor.
engineer kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's flavor for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just
the engineer of the Crispy, the Cthulhu Crispy.
Hi, I'm a Cthulhu engineer.
the Cthulhuneer. Because it says that I can do technical drawings, which is cute. It says that I can do electrical repair, which sounds useful. It says I can use the library. I mean, I figured everybody could use the library as long as they get their library card.
So library use is more about how effective you are at finding what you want to find in a library.
Okay.
I can get the actual thing up if you want.
No, it's fine. I totally hear what you're saying. I want to be an engineer.
Oh, you could do that sick thing with the magic where you're like, oh, that book, yes, and just hold your hand out and the
Whoop,
book just flies into it. It's right here.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, if I was so good at engineering that people are like, oh my goodness, that's magic, I'm like, physics.
What you see is I stamp my foot on the floor as I say that, and the book flies off the shelf because the rest of these are fake.
Oh my goodness. And the floorboard just happens to hit that exact row where I need it.
It's like, you so smart, bro.
So for the engineer, the technical drawings is a specialization of arts and crafts.
Oh my god, you're basically Gromit.
So yeah, library use enables an
Gromit,
investigator to find a piece of information such as a certain book, newspaper, or reference in a library. The skill can locate a locked case or a rare book special collection. But obviously, other skills may also be used to obtain that information as well. It's depending on how you're wanting to look for the information.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. I think it'll work. It definitely makes me seem smarter than I am. So let's do it. Could you be a lamb and add that to my sheet for me, please? Because I don't know how.
I've just added it.
Oh, aren't you a dear?
So if you go to your skills tab, you will have 2 things at the top. So points spent. So you have OC, which is occupational points. Those can only be spent in the skill points that you have listed underneath that character or underneath that job. Sorry.
Where are we supposed to be putting the job?
I've already put it in for you. Don't worry. I had the thing open, so I just dragged and dropped it in. But it'll be under personnel.
Personnel has the it's slightly different. I could put my phobia in straight away. I see it now. Oh, okay, I see it there. And then on the skill tree, that's where we can then go.
Yes.
Right? Okay. And you're saying that the occupational points can only be used in the occupation we're using?
Yes.
Okay.
It also affects your credit rating, so put the credit rating and stuff in that as well.
That's cool.
Credit rating is based on how much stuff your character owns and how much they would have access to in spending cash.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so let's.
So I would open up like Notepad or a scrap piece of paper and I'd write down how many points you're putting in. So some of them, you'd notice how some of them already have points put in. If you add stuff on top of that, just add like that. So for example, if you wanted to increase, I don't know, first aid to 50, you only put 20 points in.
First aid.
So how many points are we putting in?
So if you wanted to put more points into first aid, which is base level 30, if you wanted to increase it to say 50, you only have to put 20 in.
Right, I see what you're saying. Yes, so there's first aid, and I could put 20 points in to get it up to 50, which would help in a first aid check.
Yes.
Perfect. I totally understand that.
Where I don't understand where we've got these put
on skills.
Skill tab.
In the skills tab.
Yeah.
So at the top you have OC and personal. So those points you can spend to increase your skills that you currently have. Does that make sense? So occupational have to be used on the skills that are listed underneath your occupation. Your personal ones can be spent wherever. I'd write this all down on a notepad or a piece of paper because it can get a bit confusing once you start like adding numbers onto top of other numbers.
Can I triple check? When you say just underneath the job, mine, for example, says engineering with a line under it, and then the only skill underneath that is science with 1 point. So is that the only occupation?
Why does it say that, sorry?
So skill tab, and then I've got a bunch of stuff from accounting
science, engineering,
to
and science physics.
Normal science. Oh, science engineering is...
So you have a specialization in science engineering.
Right.
The reason why it has 1 is because base character, your science is is a 0.1%.
That's fine. But what counts? Okay, so maybe the smarter question is, what of these are occupation and what of these are personal? I don't understand where
the occupational ones are all underneath your character thing. So you'd have arts and crafts, technical drawing, electrical repair, library use, mechanical repair, operate heavy machinery, science engineering, science physics, and one other skill you can have as your occupational one.
Okay. Oh, okay. So the ones that are listed on the sheet you gave us.
Yeah.
Right, that makes a lot more sense. I get it. So, oops, I have swapped my windows. That was silly.
That's odd. Why is it not?
Here we go. So let me have a look at that, and then. So Keeks' job under parapsychologist would have been. So she gets anthropology as an occupational skill.
As what a skill? Sorry.
Anthropology as an occupation skill.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So Keeks can also pick another language to have as a skill. So something like Latin, Arabic, Spanish, German, Russian.
What about Latin? You've got Latin. You know Latin.
I know how to swear in Latin and flirt in Latin, but I don't know how far that'll get me.
So certain ancient tomes you may find may be written in Latin, maybe written in Arabic.
Sorry, the sad part is I only learned all of that because I was cosplaying Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sad. I take my cosplays very seriously.
That is not. That's dedication. So yeah, so it is purely just down to if you want to pick if you have another language that you want.
Oh no, it's the Sado alert, please. I knew you'd ring them on me.
D&D police are coming, run!
It doesn't have another language thing, so I'm going to add another language thing for you, Keeks.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Do you have an idea of what language it would be?
Your mum.
Oh, I don't think that's a language.
Sorry, it's because you asked as I was writing, so instead of actually thinking of an answer, my usual sassy self was like, just say your mum and hope it sticks.
Oh my goodness. I think that one might have been a flop. Poor Mama Fowie.
Just because I'm creating the thing for you now, that's all I was asking. If you don't have if you don't have an idea just yet, don't worry. I can.
No, I'm just confused by the parasocialist thing. At the end, it says and any other skill.
Yes, so any other skill in the character sheet you can have as that occupational skill.
Okay. So what language would I speak? I'm not really sure what would be prevalent for this. Probably Latin. I'll just go with Latin.
I was gonna say if it's the 1920s as I'm aware of it, Latin is still very prevalent in churches and mass and all that kind of stuff.
And medicine as well, because it's a universal language. The language you read in medication and medicine is all Latin because it's then transferable to every language. Because therefore a hernia is a hernia. It's like, how do I say hernia in French? Hernia?
Hernia. La hernia. Oh, God. Spanish, El hernia. Yeah.
German, das hernia!
Das hernia, yeah. I mean... oh my God. It's Japanese hernia death.
Oh my God.
Hernia onegaishimasu.
Hernia, please?
Yeah, hernia, please.
Hernia onegaishimasu.
Hernia sumimasen.
Hernia gomenasai.
Alright, I believe I should have added it. I don't know if I've done it right.
Oh my God, my brain read that as language lap dance. I was like, lap dance is a language? God damn.
Well, I mean, the language of love.
Latin is the language of love. That's why I know how to say many ways to tell you basically to go go do one.
So the
Do
one.
you? Sorry.
Oops, go on.
I was just gonna ask. There's a Russian phrase that's like, you fuck with the mouth of a goat or something. Do you know that one? Like, it's very beautiful in Russian. Like, it's very funny.
I don't know it now, unfortunately.
Okay, well, I don't know.
So the ones you can't upgrade, obviously with your personal interest ones, you can't upgrade Cthulhu Mythos. You can't upgrade Dext. But anything else you can upgrade.
Okay. I'm still doing my scrap paper.
Wait, hang on. Do you mean the go suck it yourself goat?
No, I'm not sure. I'm wondering if it is even Russian now, but there is a translation, and it's basically, you know how we'll say things like, go fuck your mum, right? And that's like the worst thing you could ever say. It's not anymore, but like it used to be the worst thing you could ever say. One language, the rough translation is you fuck with the mouth of a goat, or you breed with the mouth of a goat, and it's apparently the worst thing you can say to someone. But of course, in that language, it sounds so much more pointed. It sounds incredible. Like it's got a real kind of like weight to it.
From what I'm reading, it's a very funny mistranslation.
Oh, is it? Okay. That's a shame.
But the actual saying is an insult. You are correct. But obviously, some people have probably been whacking that in Google Translate.
They've been like, "What does it mean?" They're like, "It means you're a goat fucker."
Oh, there is one that's you could fall for a goat.
Oh, that's quite the insult.
Oh, don't have 100 rubles, have 100 friends.
I'd prefer to eat. I can't sell 100 friends. I mean, I could, but then I'd be a very bad person.
Nie may sto ruble, I may sto druzel. Druzai. Oh, that's cute.
Is that don't have 100 ruble, have 100 friends?
The ocean comes up to the drunk man's knee, but the puddle comes up to his ears.
Oh no. Mechanical repair, operate heavy machine. Operate machine, that was the other one.
Yeah,
sorry,
well, I'll cut this bit all out, so we don't have to.
Okay, wonderful. Let's put my remaining into there. That's my point spent, Mr. Lawkeeper.
Okie dokie. Is Keeks also done as well?
I am done.
Do you see any glaring issues before we continue?
I can't see any. No, both.
Wonderful.
Both have all been spent. We now get to the backstory, but I'm assuming we can also do this off stuff as well. That'll also be in personal, I believe.
Personal? So in that case, this is where we get to like look at our overall character then, and we get to see, oh, what's it look like?
So additional information, birthplace. Most of the Lovecraft stories take place in New England. You can choose to start there if you wish. However, your investigator can originate from anywhere in the world.
Perfect, because I can't do a Boston accent.
There are no penalties based on one country or culture over another. You know, it's more of most of the stories take place in New England, Massachusetts, Arkham, other places like that kind of thing. You also have the gender of the investigator, your name, obviously. And then we also have stuff like age, put that in as well, where your residency is. So as it's all spent in America, I mean, to be fair, residency doesn't really need to be established unless this is like an overarching campaign, I guess. But then we also have a personal description. You have your ideology or beliefs, significant people in your life, meaningful locations, treasured possessions, traits. If you have any injuries or scars, but that can be left. That can be left as nothing for the time being. Only unless you come across them. Phobias or manias, again, don't have to be anything at the minute. That can purely be gained during the gameplay. Strange encounters. Strange encounters, I believe, is if you come across any Cthulhu creatures, you lose sanity. You lose 1d6 sanity every time you meet them, up to 6. So once, if let's say for example you come across a ghoul and you lose 4 sanity from your roll, if you encounter a ghoul again and you roll another 4, you only lose 2 sanity because then it hits the maximum of 6.
How does that work with my career choice?
Maybe you have more resilience to it.
You might do.
It just makes no sense. If I'm a parapsychologist and I'm meeting like all sorts, and I'm sat there going, "Oh, sorry, Jeff, I didn't see you there."
Well, look, it's okay. I don't mean to have teeth that go from my head all the way down to my crotch, but it's okay. And when I talk, my belly opens. See, that's kind of gross. Like, even as a psychologist, you could be like, "That's gross, Jeff."
No, it's like, it's okay, Jeff. We can't choose the way we're made. We are all beautiful in our own way.
Actually, I can.
Then, Jeff, look the fuck up. This is why they're
I'm
outside my office with pitchforks, Jeff.
So you guys can fill this in now if you want, or we can do that later.
I mean, do you want to do the double H's or
The double H? What do you mean?
Heather and what did you say your name was?
Oh, Hester.
Hester. Are we saving that for another day?
I'm down if you're down, but I'd be a lot younger than you.
Oh, that's
I'm
true.
30.
That's true. That doesn't quite work. Okay. Let me just. Where is my name? Wait, that's not.
Your
my
name is at the very
code.
top, where Ace of Hearts says. I just
do
put Ace of Hearts because it's to like let you know which character
okay.
sheet you're meant to be
Sure.
editing.
Well, then if I just do that for now, and then you can change that whenever you want to. Then I'm going to go with a wonderful 20s name. There we go.
My name is Bucky Storms.
Stop. You actually calling yourself Bucky? So my name is Sebastian. My name is. Oh my god! If one of us is Sebastian, the other's Stan. Stop. No, we're not doing that.
Or are we?
No. Sorry. I want to be Rosemary. Right, my age is fine. Height, weight was proportional, right? Because I'm less size or something. Slightly over? 65?
65 is the I think average. 65 is
Is
average human
50?
size.
Right. But it's 50 not like the middle, and then like 40 would be skinnier, 60 would be fatter?
Well, what
or
it
is
says,
that...
so the actual numbers mean, and there's an actual thing in the rule book. So size 1, a baby. 15 is child, very short in stature. 65 is average human size. 80 is very tall, strongly built, or obese.
Average?
And then over.
not. Right, okay. In that case, so average weight, average height. Wonderful. Engineer, colleague's birthplace and residence. I don't know about that just yet.
Again, like if you want to fill these out, like in a bit or after, that's completely up to you.
Yeah, sure. And then you won't hear any keyboarding. Sure, go ahead.
And also, you know, if you want to like say things in a session and have it be the actual part of like the thing, I'm not one of those DMs that goes, oh, you know, you didn't write this down in your character sheet, how dare you. We're not going to call that. But you know, if you say, oh, I know someone in like the police, we might do like a look roll or something to see if you actually do know, you know, how well it goes, kind of thing. You know, it's purely down to like, I like rule of cool, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, I don't want to be that deadly serious DM that dictates everything. So if you want to, if you want to fill them out now, please do. If you don't want to, and you like kind of during the stories, you kind of have an idea or like a little backstory or something, fill it out then as well. As long as it's not contradict, obviously write it down then so you don't contradict yourself later in the future. Unless you're a con artist and you don't want to contradict yourself with stories. But we can move on to equipment. So,
Yeah, sure.
What is everyone's credit rating?
30.
Mine is 43.
Okay, so Keeks, your cash is credit times 2. So it'd be $60.
60.
Mm-hmm.
Where's this?
It will be in inventory at the bottom. So you have spending level, you have cash and assets.
Done.
If you want to put it in the actual, there's a actual box for it. Keeks on the bottom right. So spending level, cash and assets.
So what's the point in putting that one?
So currency could
When you
be
spend it.
currency could be whatever kind of thing. So 60, and then ace. Yeah, so credit times 2 for cash basically.
Yeah, 60.
Okay.
For as Acer as well.
Okay. 43 times 2, 86.
Nailed it.
80.
Your assets is credit times 50.
Oh, wait, hold on. So, hold on. Cash is 85. Sorry, 86. Sorry. And then assets?
Assets is credit times 50.
43. Okay, hold on. Definitely need a calculator for this.
1,500.
Gosh.
Do we need the little symbol in it, or?
No, it kind of like, I think because it's all based in America, we'll kind of make the idea that everything is dollars. If we do go abroad, who knows?
Okay.
And spending level is $50 for both of you. No, $10. Sorry, for both of you.
Wow.
I could buy a house with that.
10? You dropped us from 50 to 10.
I read the wrong thing.
So does everything on my sheet look alright then?
Yeah. Also,
Yeah?
for equipment, if you go to campaign, open it up, and then there's
Everything on there looks okay.
oh, okay, I see what. Okay,
So equipment, sorry, you're in.
maybe I'm not so nice of keeper after all.
Sorry, I'm a little trickster. I can't help it. I'm a little trickster. I like to play a little joke. I'm a little trickster.
So, in terms of equipment, obviously anything that your characters would essentially have access to for their profession, I'll allow.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look up what an engineer brings to.
Well, an
Strippers
engineer
don't bring much.
An engineer could have like a wrench, so
Yeah,
you could
but
have.
that's a mechanical engineer, whereas a civil engineer would have a spreadsheet. Like it's what kind of engineer?
Okay.
You sound so defeated, and we haven't even started.
Right, and then
There's no need to write down a detailed list of everything your character owns, by the way.
Oil. No.
Just
glitter.
notable items.
One of my most important tools is my creativity.
Oil. So let's see, what else do I need?
Oh, also items that fit the
wrench.
profile. Items that fit the profile of your investigator's living standards do not need to be paid for. You simply own them.
Huh.
Even if your investigator takes no weapons, he or she may still use them. Perhaps your investigator served in a war, or gained some familiarity with knives or guns while growing up on a farm.
So, can I just double check? Is it the top inventory box that's equipment?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay.
Also, if you go into campaign on the right hand side, there is an items tab, which does have a list of all the items that you can use.
not making my own list.
If I go...
I chose my job.
Okay. Oh god, what keys to change it to?
Wait, how do I... I am struggling a little bit to like add things in.
In what way?
You said there was a box to add items.
So on the right hand side, campaign.
Campaign.
If you open that up, there should be a box that says items.
Okay. And then can I search for them?
Yeah, at the bottom there should be like a little magnifying glass.
Okay. Nope. It doesn't appear I have any items.
Me neither, it just says unrecognized.
Oh yeah, I have uncategorized.
Oh, do I need to share them with you?
Yep, you do. You need to make them accessible for us.
Okay, I need to just go for a quick bio break.
Can we have a bio break? Bio
Yeah.
gang?
Yeah, we'll do a bio
Don't edit my friggin' work tools.
break.
Got everything I need there so far. Don't touch it.
Oh, okay. So if you guys go into the library on the right hand side,
Yes.
and there should be one saying modules.
Mm.
You should be able to click on activation at the bottom left, and it'll bring up another thing. And there should be Call of Cthulhu 7E in there.
Mm-hmm.
If you
That one or the reference?
just the one that doesn't say reference. If you click load, it should populate the items list with stuff.
Hey, perfect. Let's see if that works. Items.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Items.
Do we need to
Oh, it might be the
refresh?
reference. It will be the reference one. Sorry.
Had a feeling.
Items. Okay. Haha. These are weapons, though.
Yeah, I don't know about like. Unfortunately, I think with everything else, it just kind of sits.
Okay, that's fine.
Like you just have to add it in yourself. But again, like
Yeah.
it's more of like an idea of like if your character would have access to it, I don't see why you wouldn't have access. I'm not going to be vigilantly checking every single thing that you guys have.
Then
Ooh, flintlock.
I believe a flintlock takes 4 rounds to reload.
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Hey, the elephant gun's in.
Well, since this is America, I'll take a 22, I'll take a 12 gauge, I'll take the assault rifle.
Do you want the AK-47
Yeah,
or
I'm
the
just wondering. I
AK-74?
mean, sure, the M9 is.
Yeah, sure. Good choice.
And then the flamethrower just for fun.
I'm sorry, the first official assault rifle wasn't made until 1942.
Boo.
I think
But we bargained with Cthulhu, you see.
And he gave me
And
the blicky.
Yeah, he pulled through the void the most awesomest weapon yet to be seen.
Grenade launcher.
Yeah.
an M32 rotary grenade launcher.
A heat-seeking missile.
The panty missile.
Oh my god. The t-shirt cannon.
The ultimate weapon, the t-shirt cannon.
It killed Maud Flanders and it'll kill you. I kind of want to take a 12 gauge so that even if I'm out of spells, I'm not out of shells.
Well, think of it like as well. your characters will be walking around with these unless specified otherwise.
Are you saying a 64-year-old librarian can't like pack a dual gauge?
I'm thinking of more of walking into a place holding a 12 gauge shotgun is not going to elicit a very welcome response.
It's called Stand Your Ground, Thaui. It's been around forever.
He's packing knowledge and power.
Whereas like something like a revolver or something can be tucked in a little like holster underneath a jacket or something.
Grandpap can't or grandma can't pack a 12 gauge down the trousers or under the dress?
Maybe.
What do you think the suspenders were for? It was so that you could get the 12 gauge down there. Plenty of slack down there.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's my third leg.
Gotta put a 12 in there somewhere, eh? Yeah.
More like 4.
Oh. Well, still something.
But again, your character doesn't have to have access to a weapon.
It's America, of course we do.
Are you gonna chase kids off your lawn?
If I can't fire straight up into the air, that's against my constitutional rights.
To bear
American.
I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
Oh my god, we could just pack pipe bombs.
Oh my god. Okay, well.
And Molotov cocktails.
So,
just
honestly, can I? I'm gonna pack. Yeah.
What about the live wire 220 volt charge?
I would like to add the Molotov.
I think you just drag it over.
Yes, perfect. Oh, I put 2 in there. Whoopsie, I didn't mean to have 2. I'm sorry. How do I delete you?
Just right click on it and then it's like, should we remove?
Perfect. Lovely. Oh. Okay. What else? I don't want a burning torch. Yeah, I'm gonna add a. Now, would you prefer lantern or torch?
Either.
Okay.
I think the torch was invented, wasn't it? Back then?
I have no idea. I'm getting confused somewhere between like the 1820 and 1920. Yeah.
Was the invention of the modern flashlight. So you can have a flashlight or you can have an oil lantern.
I think we'll do a flashlight because it is a workman's tool, really. Well, I mean, it's not, but you know what I'm saying.
I'd say it would be.
When is this set? 1920s?
The haunting itself is set in 1920s, yes.
Yep, that's all I needed to know. Yeah, so 1899 was English inventor David Missile invented the first flashlight. It had 3D batteries placed in a tube that acted as a handle of the device. Batteries powered a small incandescent electric light bulb and a simple contact switch turned the light on and off.
Amazing. Okay, fair enough.
See, the British brought you light.
Do you know how many things we've invented and then immediately lost the actual use of?
Well, flashlights were actually made. Flashlights were made before the invention of matches.
Bullshit.
Nope.
Matches. Wait, what? Matches were invented in 1826.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that's kind of how would you light a lantern or a paraffin lamp or any of that stuff like pre-electricity, pre-torch?
That's it. The light. Sorry, I got it confused. The lighter was invented before the matches were invented.
Yeah, so
that makes more sense.
Basically, matchsticks were actually kind of so fucking simple back then. Just dip it in some stuff, light it on fire, use it, shake it.
Okay.
To put it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like people tend to forget, like, matchsticks weren't as we see them now. They were literally just a stick, I know, that you dipped in the right chemical, lit it on fire, used that to light the fire you needed, and shook it out. That was it.
That makes sense.
There you go. More useless facts with Keeks.
I mean, that isn't useless. That's history. That's cool.
I love history. Sorry, kind of railroaded.
Okay, I'm not really sure what else to add. Hey, Keeks, what have you added into yours?
Well, I took off the stripper heels and body glitter.
Oh, because body glitter wasn't invented then.
I know, I'm really sad about that. I really wanted to be a stripper, but I just can't make it work with the equipment we're allowed.
Put some pasties on. That's what it is.
I was going to get the baps out for the lads.
For the lads. Okay. At the moment, I have a toolbox and, like, subsequent, like, hammer, wrench, socket set, etc. I put WD-40, but I believe WD-40 is, I'm gonna say is British, and secondly, wasn't invented for a long time.
Oh, I really want a bullwhip.
Bullwhip? Oh, bullwhip.
Yeah, but I don't think a psychologist uses a bullwhip.
I mean, depends on what you're doing.
The bullwhip also...
You could be frightening the ghosts by doing an Indiana whip, like, give them the sound barrier.
The bullwhip also does...
Imagine.
Oh, shit, I didn't realise I was muted. The bullwhip does also have a fighting style difference. So your base fighting style brawl is 25%.
Okay.
The bullwhip would be a 5% because it's a new fighting style.
And?
I'm just letting you know. In combat in this game, it is opposer versus defender. Whatever that.
So you're saying don't use the bullwhip, got it?
I'm not saying don't use the bullwhip. I'm going to let you guys, if you guys want to move some skill points around afterwards, just to accommodate, say, other stuff.
It's fine. I will not use it. It's okay.
I'm saying by all means you can have a bullwhip.
So just need to make a slight amendment to what I said before. WD-40 is American. It is not British, but
made in 1953.
Still not usable. Exactly, it's still not usable because it didn't come out yet. I'm going to invent it. I'm on WD-1. I just can't get the formula right.
Actually, I think you find it's that WDV1.
Oh, someone's got WD-40 law. Socket set, however, absolutely would be invented then. And then I'm just gonna, in that case, I want to put lube, but I will put lubricant. Because I just, yeah. There we go. So in the toolbox, I've like added a bunch of stuff in. I see no reason why he wouldn't have an empty glass bottle, a bunch of liquid, and a tissue paper that he could set on fire. A rag that he could set on fire. So I'm going with that.
Okay.
And then the flashlight. I am actually a woman. I don't know why I keep referring to myself as male. I'm like, he's a big hard lad, and it's some old woman on the menopause. But I don't know what else to carry with me.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to say if you want to have the wrench as a weapon, I can set up a thing for it now if you want.
I mean, yeah. Would I, looking at my skill set real quick and looking under what I've put into spot hidden, is that number a high or low chance of finding something like in the situation I'm in?
What is it? 35?
Yeah.
So you have a 35% chance out of 100 to spot that item.
Ooh, so it wouldn't affect the roll? It wouldn't be 35 plus the roll?
No. So in this game, you're trying to roll underneath the number that you have as your skill.
Okay, cool. Okay. Then, sure. I may need to move some stuff. I don't care, it's fine. In that case, I am going to move some things around, sorry. Oops. So now, at 45, that's just under less than half a chance of finding something.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I think that could work for me in the sense that if I'm not inspired to find a weapon straight away, that perhaps I'd be able to find something.
Yeah.
Oh, and I wanted to spec into magic if I can, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh?
So I'm just adding it so that stuff is like carried, and then you can also equip it as well. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, because if I've got equipped a toolbox, a wrench, a flashlight, and a cocktail, that's gonna be that's a lot of hands.
well, as either equipped. So if it's equipped and it appears like if it's a melee weapon or an actual weapon, it appears in the actual
That should be equipped.
in the character sheet.
Yeah. Which one of these? Right. Okay. So in that one, it needs to be that one.
Do you not want to know what I just added, Barry?
The eclipse. What is the eclipse?
So it is a tool used in the 1920s, and it was invented by a French person to test the strength of one's hands. Now, it was originally used to test the strength when pulling on horses and stuff. But psychologists back then believed that like the strength of the hands was and the hands was the first and best way to kind of learn of one's psychology.
Oh, a handshake.
Mm-hmm. So they would use these to test people's hand strengths that they were seeing.
Oh, okay.
Again, probably not something you wanted to know, but now you do.
No.
Is that? Can I take a swinging guess at it? Is it got a bunch of like spring coils and then some like finger loops almost?
No, so it looks like an egg shape with think like a more smooth hourglass in the middle, and the middle bit is what you would squeeze.
Oh, okay.
And then think of like an old weight where the weight would go up like with the little like line dial like a clock, and that's how they would read your hand strength.
Amazing.
Yeah, sorry, I just thought that was very fascinating.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh,
Sorry,
have you considered smelling salts with you?
Well, I am looking at what kind of drugs and paraphernalia they would carry as
cocaine
psychologists, because I know they did use some hallucinogenics, but I cannot remember specifically which ones they used, because apparently stop a psychosis attack, why not get people absolutely off their tits?
Mm-hmm. My understanding is that our current concept of LSD didn't exist until slightly modern history.
Yeah, I know that was so it was actually created by the FBI, who then distributed it, realized what it did because they distributed it to see what it did. Went, oh, this is not quite the effect we wanted. We best ban this, but it was already out there. So people are like, oh, sick LSD, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, they released it into a college campus.
Oh my god.
To see what the effects would be, and then they were like, oh, LSD does not do the mind control we wanted. And then it was like, we gotta write this in. That's what they thought it would do.
Crazy.
They thought they'd be able to get information, or basically they wanted their own version of a sleeper cell agent, but it didn't quite work out the way they wanted it to work out. There's a whole documentary on it with there's an FBI agent that gets asked questions, and he's like, yeah, there were certain things that were, not quite how they were planned to be in the books. And I was like, yeah, think.
Oh, goodness. Absolutely fascinating.
I will have to look into what tools they use. It could take me a while because I want to get it accurate.
Electric shock therapy.
I'm not going to carry one of them around with me, I don't think.
You don't want a doctor baton?
I mean, I would.
You don't want to give him the old
And then when I get hit, just go.
Oh, goodness. Okay. If I think of anything like randomly for my inventory, I mean, I'm guessing I don't have to specify that I've got like a wallet or a handbag,
Yeah.
or what do you call it? What dress I'm wearing.
It's only really notable things in your inventory that you'd have. So like, the game, it doesn't really. It's not like D&D where you have to keep track of everything that you have on your character. It's more of like like my character would walk around, with a cane, or he would walk around with a medical bag.
Okay.
Or for example, like yours, like a toolkit.
Wonderful.
It's not gonna. It's not like, oh, you've got a toolkit. Oh, we'll name every single object inside.
Oh, don't start. I'll do it. Don't test me. I'm going to go to my garage right now. I'm going to tell you every single tool I own, and I'll start with the power tools.
If it was something that you think of later in the actual session,
Jesus.
I wouldn't.
Chemical shock therapy was invented in 1896, and basically, the theory was introduced that basically by introducing chemical convulsions into some patients with schizophrenia, it would improve their condition. It was basically an experimentation settled on the synthetic drug called cardiazol, known as matrazole in the USS. USA, not USS. As the convulsive trigger. Holy.
So basically, if you have like, I should have X in my toolkit, right? Or I want to open up my if you have access to a car, I want to open up my car boot and check if my X is in there. Not your X as in your partner X. A specific item.
I wouldn't be so silly as to put my X in the back of my car.
I would ask for a look roll to see if you are lucky enough to have remembered that is in there, kind of thing. So don't feel like you have to have everything noted down,
Question. The lobotomy was introduced in 1895. Could I have an ice pick?
I was going to say, I'm looking up right now when he actually started doing it, because he was only born in 1895. So
no, it was between then, though.
No. So the person that invented what you're talking about, which is the nice way of putting it, is the transorbital lobotomy. He was born in 1985, and it was up until whatever year. And I'm just looking it up right now because I wanted to make that joke of being like, do you want an ice pick?
I believe it was about before, like, when he actually introduced he introduced the ice pick because it was a cheaper, more efficient way of doing so.
Yes. I will say
he graduated in 1916, and his work was groundbreaking in neurological science. In 1924, he was the first neurologist in Washington. So I think at that point he may actually have been doing... No, wait, his first attempt... Wait, the first attempt...
We can flavor it in the sense that he hypothesized it in around 1916. So yeah, I'll allow you to have an ice pick, Keeks.
Thank you.
If you want
what if you read one of his books and was like, oh, he's a genius?
If you drag in another knife small, and then, or if you want to flavor that knife small, if you just want to rename it to say ice pick or something.
There we go. Ice pick and hammer.
Wonderful. Oh, mallet.
Or if I was going
if
to
you want to
say,
be real specific.
because it.
I'll put small mallet.
Oh.
Should I put ice pick and then add another one for small?
If you
Small mallet.
Well, I'd say so. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Would you prefer them separately?
Well, the question is, are you planning to use the ice pick as a weapon?
If I have to, yeah, absolutely.
If you wanna drag in another knife small and then rename it to ice pick.
I've just done all.
All I'm saying is because if you then equip it, it should appear in your melee in your main tab as that item. So. And equipping it, I mean, is in clicking the little thing next to it that has like there's like a little shirt. If you click it again, it should change into like an armor. Oh no, sorry. So, if it's the t-shirt, then it's equipped. If it's
I just put ice picks plus small mallet because they do come together.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the ice pick's okay, but not very effective without the mallet. Oh, it's already carried.
Yeah, if you click it again, it should equip it. Sorry, if it's I misread. If it was the t-shirt, then it's equipped.
Okay. So what are the odds of me being not only able to flavor but carry a full shot therapy machine on me?
I don't know.
I mean,
come
okay.
on, it's only a few years out.
No, hear me out. What if we knew each other because I'm trying to make you a machine that does it? There's a lot of Tesla coils involved, a lot of involved, you know.
Oh, informed consent was brought about in the 1970s. Wonderful.
Wow, that is so modern.
I hate to be an absolute killjoy, Keeks. You're going to have to remove the 20 points of Cthulhu Mythos. Because you can't put points into it from the start, I believe. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Unless, does it say it's an occupation skill?
No, it's done now.
He's the law keeper.
It's purely because if you put points into Cthulhu Mythos, your sanity gets dropped. Your maximum sanity gets dropped as well.
It's done now.
So if you want to put the points somewhere else, though, I'll allow it.
Oh, thank you for allowing me to spend the 20 points that's been re-put into my fucking thing.
Oh my god, alright. My goodness me.
But with that, is everyone happy with their characters?
Almost. Can we, just for my reference, what is a mania in the sense that's not manic in behavior?
Mania is manic in behavior. In like,
Okay. Because we've got a little tab here called phobias and manias. Now, obviously, phobias is a really well-known thing. Manias, I do not understand in a plural. I understand manic in a kind of episode, but I do not understand it as a plural in the same way that a phobias is a plural.
The game system works as if you take more than 5 sanity in a roll. For example, you come across, a ghoul and you roll a 6 or a 5.
Yeah.
You go temporarily insane.
Mm-hmm.
You suffer a bout of madness. Let me get the rules up properly so I can actually properly describe it to you. Sanity. Here we are. Sanity, 155. Yeah, so temporary insanity. If an investigator loses 5 or more sanity from a single source of sanity loss, the keeper asks for intelligence roll. If the roll is failed, the investigator has repressed the memory and does not become insane. However, if you succeed the roll, the investigator recognizes the full significance of what has happened and goes temporarily insane. The effects of temporary insanity begins immediately and lasts for 1d10 hours.
Jeez.
And let me have a look. There's a sample of manias as well. Oh, okay. So manias are actual like phasmomania, obsession with ghosts, photomania, pathological desire for light.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay.
So it's
I
all
can
like
work
role
with
playing
that.
stuff. I know, like when Critical Role did theirs, one of the characters was obsessed with talking about the people in the mirror, and would only stop when people when people like told them to stop.
Okay.
So it was like not a compress. What's the word?
Hyperfixation.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. That's pretty fun, actually. Yeah, I like that. Is that something that you as the keeper will give, or something that we can have predisposed? Maybe.
It will be based on the thing that you see.
Okay, cool. Just because, obviously, IRL, a phobia, you kind of just have those.
Yeah.
They kind of just exist. I was wondering if Manias was in the same vibe.
I don't think
That's fine.
so.
Okay, then I'm going to give my character a little bit of claustrophobia. That'll be fun. Just a little spice there.
So I believe by how the rules are, if you fail if you succeed your intelligence roll, you roll a d10 dice, and then you can suffer amnesia, psychosomatic disability, violence, paranoia, significant person, faint, flee in panic, physical hysteria or emotional outburst, a phobia, or mania.
Ah, wonderful. Okay, so I will leave that blank until such a time that it happens. Okay.
Also, if you lose a fifth or more of your current sanity in one game day, the investigator becomes indefinitely insane.
Oof.
No investigator is simply able to shrug off this amount of sanity drain. A day is defined by me, usually lasting until the investigators reach a place of safety, in which they can rest and recover their wits. Depending on the situation, it may mean surviving until dawn, sitting down, having a nice cup of tea, or having a good night's rest.
Have you tried having a cup of tea in a bath? Do you feel better for that then? Fucking hell.
Indefinite insanity lasts until the character is cured or recovers. So you can recover by having therapy. A person may succeed in a psychoanalysis role. which will take a while. That they'll be able to help, I think, restore the insanity, not the sanity. Sorry.
You could have Anglomania.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that obsessed with fishing?
England and passion or obsession with the English.
Oh god, why would anyone have that? Okay. For no reason whatsoever, and absolutely not to throw back in the Lawkeeper's face at any time in the future, when insane, could, with great risk to having brain damage, could you circumvent insanity by getting a transorbital lobotomy?
I can hook you up. What you want?
That's. I mean, do you kind of hear what
it may or may not work
down here, Keeks.
Oh, you could add this in for some spice. So if you put Agromania on, it will work with your fear of small places. This is an intense desire to be in open
to be
spaces.
Outside.
Yes. So
Yeah.
add Agromania.
I'll tell you what. I will say that you could give a lobotomy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say if
part
it's.
of my job.
I'm not gonna say if it's gonna work or not.
Okay. Because this is what I'm thinking. Like, that feels, if it did work, because it is a really funny idea, if it did work, it should come with significant risk, and I think I should only be able to do it if Keeks is in the same room, because or like sees the same thing. Because
Ooh.
otherwise, it would be like the most fucking OP thing to be like, you're gonna go insane, and Keeks is like, no, you're not.
On your
Bonk. Bonk. Yeah, little tink tink.
Bibliomania.
I read this in a book.
An obsession with books and reading.
That is actually me. It's not, but.
Demon mania.
Oh, that's a fun one for you.
A fear of one's own demonic possession.
Oh, that would be an amazing one for you. Like, I'll take them as they come, but like, if we were told pick a phobia and a mania, then a claustrophobia versus agoraphobia. No, wait, agoromania. There we go. Would be good for flavour, but otherwise I'll take whatever's on the D10. If you roll it and say I'm suddenly obsessed with plants, then that's what I'm obsessed with.
There is one for that.
Oh yeah. Well,
it is Anthemania, obsession with flowers.
Just call me Poison Ivy, because I'm diving deep.
Oh look, Farry's on here. Graphomania, writing or making lists.
Oh really? You're a list maker?
Am I?
No, I am. I was just trying to pass the blame on Barry. I thought it would take me.
Okay, I'm pretty happy with how everything looks. I won't be happy with the rolls, but I'm happy with how everything looks. Everything seems balanced from my bird's eye, but if sorry, I had to
Logomania, being wordy and talkative.
Huh. Logomania, not Lexomania or something.
Nope, Logomania.
Are you happy with your character sheet, Keeks?
I mean, I'm currently looking at these, but I can just add it later. Don't worry about me.
Like, again, you don't have to have phobias and manias.
I could have mythomania.
I mean, because of your job, wouldn't you want nymphomania?
An obsessive term for female hypersexuality. Absolutely.
Yeah. Strange encounters. The person next door. I spoke to my neighbor.
I'll say...
That could be pyromania.
Ooh, fun.
Well, we can... for now, I'd say we'll finish... Obviously, we can add these in off the recording and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or whenever you guys like kind of feel like it fits into then like the then or now kind of thing. Like if you want to have it as part of your backstory, feel free to do that as well. Yeah, I think we're ready. We all excited?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say don't all shout at once.
Oh, me! I want to play me, please. I want to do it.
All right.
Wowie, sweetie, don't ask an autistic person if they're excited. We don't know.
I don't-
I just didn't want to fucking talk over everybody.
no, I understand. I get it.
Can you give me 5 weeks to figure out what excitement feels like?
I guess I'll see you both in The Haunting.
Ah.
Oh.